If you're not expecting a better battery life out of the Pixel 9 Pro XL, then start expecting a great one out of the Pixel 9 Pro XL, because the initial numbers on Pixel 9 Pro XL are quite surprising and exciting. Since this thing lasts fairly longer, if you don't have a busy day with your Pixel 9 Pro XL, then it can even last 2 full days. Little bit of a backstory before I will share the real numbers. The battery life was checked in 2 days and the results were almost the same, and even this year, Google increased the battery size of Pixel 9 Pro XL at 560 mAh, slightly larger compared to the previous generation, but the numbers are quite promising. So this was the first day where the phone was lasted a full day. At the end of the day, the phone was at 41% battery life. This means you can easily go the next day on the Pixel 9 Pro XL. But the second day was even exciting, as we get the real numbers of how much screen on time we get out of this and which apps we use. The phone at the end of the day was at 42% and the screen on time is at 4 hours and 5 minutes, where the CPU usage is the most at 34%, Wi-Fi is at the second one with 19%, and mobile data is at the third one at 17%. Now here's a catch. Wi-Fi was used for about 5 hours and 56 minutes, where mobile data is just used for 57 minutes. This means you should use your phone with Wi-Fi instead of mobile data if you want the most amount of battery life out of the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Now let's see the app usage. Now this is after a bit of a more usage. The phone battery is remaining at 24% and the screen on time jumped up to 4 hours and 20 minutes. And the app that was used the most was Twitter, aka X, for 1 hour and 34 minutes. The second app was Camera, used for only 9 minutes but drains 5% of the battery. Facebook was used 23 minutes and drained about 4% of the battery. TikTok is also used for exact same amount of time, 23 minutes, and drains only 3% of the battery. So the highest drainer was Twitter, as it was used the most. According to these battery life numbers, instead of 1 go, we can see somewhere around 6 to 7 hours of screen on time. If you say like a low to medium usage, obviously this test didn't include gaming, so for gamers this won't last much longer and it needs more optimization along the way. By the way, this test was conducted by a guy on Twitter who shared his insights, since we don't have a phone yet because it is still in pre-order phase. Although the charging speed is something I wish it will be more, but claim numbers are big enough, like 70% of the battery in just 30 minutes. Some says it will going to support a 45 watt fast charger that Google just launched, but it only supports 37 watt fast charging, which is slightly better compared to the last generation, and 70% in 30 minutes is not bad by any means. The biggest reason why Pixel 9 Pro XL performed better than its previous generation, and it will perform in the future, is because Google is added a bigger vapor chamber in Pixel 9 Pro XL. This will improve the performance on the Pixel 9 Pro XL and helps it to cool down for a longer session of gaming or even video recording. As the previous camera with the video recording on Pixel 9 Pro devices was horrible, but those issues will be fixed with the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Google this year took a big decision of changing the design on Pixel 9 Pro XL, and when compared with the S24 Ultra design and display, I wish Google added better durability numbers in the Pixel 9 Pro XL. This year, Google did a great job of removing the curved edges on Pixel 9 series and made them flat. And not only this, the bezel size on Pixel 9 Pro XL are symmetrical, which means equal on all 4 sides. That is the same thing Samsung did this year with the S24 Ultra, and I really appreciate these symmetrical bezels. Although Google also changed the display internals, and that's a massive difference. We get the new OLED panels, which top up the peak brightness up to 3000 nits. S24 Ultra slightly falls short at 2600 nits, but for the outdoor use, both gets a pretty bright display overall. The thing where S24 Ultra is far better than the Pixel 9 Pro XL is the front glass. Now one would argue, but please don't. Samsung used a Gorilla Glass armor which is 4 times scratch resistant compared to its predecessor and gets an anti-reflective coating which is really helpful. But Google uses the last year Gorilla Glass Victus 2. Although switching from curved display to flat one, the durability is much improved on Pixel 9 Pro XL. The design is something I want to talk about. The back with a matte finish looks subtle and feels good, as you don't need to clean this thing quite often. But most of the people would use a case, so this won't count. In comparison, the sides are glossy and can easily catch scratches and fingerprints over time. where S24 Ultra on the sides gets a titanium frame instead of aluminum on the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and there is a big difference in overall design. One gets a boxer design, S24 Ultra, where Pixel 9 Pro XL gets a more rounded design, and even people call this phone Android iPhone as it looks similar to iPhone 14 Pro Max design, which gets a glossy sides. A crucial factor for many when choosing a new smartphone. The Pixel 9 Pro XL comes with a price tag of $1,099 for the base model 128 gigs. This represents a notable increase from its predecessor, the Pixel 8 Pro. Google has clearly invested in a new technology and features, which is reflected in this price hike. For those who need more storage, the 256GB variant will set you back $1,199, which is in line with the pricing of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Google last year gave us two options as a pre-order deals. Either they offer us Pixel Watch 2 or Buds Pro, but this time around, Google is thinking different for the Pixel 9 series. This seems like they are not going to offer any extra product, but instead help us to improve the existing deal. Let me explain. They are going to offer us a free storage upgrade with the Pixel 9 entire series. This means if you pre-order the 128GB version of Pixel 9 Pro XL, you're going to get a 256GB, and if you buy 256, you will receive 512GB version. This is exactly same what Samsung offered with the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Google is also going to offer Google One aka Gemini Advanced for 1 year, which costs $20 per month and $240 per year if you buy it otherwise, but Pixel 9 base version will only get this offer for 6 months. The pre-orders for the Pixel 9 series will start right after the event ends on the August 13, but the shipping dates varies between different models. Pixel 9, 9 Pro and 9 Pro XL version will be available close to 22nd of August, but the foldable one, Pixel 9 Pro Fold and Buds Pro 2 are delayed a lot. You maybe get somewhere in September, 26th of September for Buds Pro 2, but not confirmed for the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Software features are where Pixel 9 Pro XL really shines. Thanks to its Gemini AI capabilities, the Pixel 9 Pro XL showcases several innovative features that leverage AI to enhance the user experience. One standout feature is Gemini Live, which improves how screenshots are managed. This feature makes it easy to recall and organize screenshots, which can be a huge time saver for users who frequently take them. Another exciting feature is the ability to generate images from text prompts directly on the device, opening up new creative possibility for users. The Magic Editor is another highlight, allowing users to remove backgrounds from photos with ease. This tool adds a new level of flexibility to photo editing, making it easier to create professional-looking images without needing advanced editing softwares. Google also teased features like adding yourself to a group photo, which can be useful for those who often take pictures with friends and family. On this note, if you find value from this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.